I'm going to be brutally honest with you. What I'm about to share isn't bedtime wisdom, school lessons, or society's friendly advice. It's the knowledge most men die without ever hearing. And that's not an accident. The system wants you blind, because once you learn these truths, you can't unlearn them. 500 years ago, Niccolò Machiavelli wrote the most dangerous truths about human nature ever recorded. His book was banned by the church, yet behind closed doors, kings, presidents, CEOs, and generals studied it. But because it wasn't theory, it was the operating manual for human beings, not how we pretend to act, but how we actually act. And here's the terrifying part. The people who know these truths are already using them against you. In business, in relationships, in politics, even in war, they're playing chess while you're playing checkers. So why didn't your father teach you this? Why didn't your teachers? Because their fathers never taught them. And because society has trained you to think seeing reality makes you cynical, that strategy makes you manipulative, that understanding power makes you evil. The truth? Ignorance is not virtue. Ignorance is weakness, and weakness gets eaten alive. Starting now, I'm going to make you powerful. I'm going to make you dangerous. Once you see these truths, you will never see the world the same way again. You've been told humans are logical, that we weigh facts, compare outcomes, and decide with reason. That's a lie. Machiavelli saw it centuries ago. Men judge more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see and few can feel. Translation: people act on appearances, illusions, and emotions, not truth. Your friend ignores advice because comfort feels better than reality. Your coworker stays broke but buys Starbucks every morning because the ritual feels good. Women say they want nice guys, but chase the men who trigger desire. Logic collapses when it collides with fear, lust, status, or comfort. That's the game. And you've been losing because you argue with facts while others manipulate feelings. The man who masters emotion controls the room. He doesn't try to prove he's right. He makes people feel he's right. And feelings beat facts every time. Think about it. Hitler rose with emotion, not spreadsheets. Corporations sell happiness in a bottle, not chemical formulas. Religions spread through fear and hope, not debates. Stop persuading with facts. Start shaping emotions. Want someone to follow you? Make them feel good about themselves. Want to influence a partner? Let them feel the pain of losing you or the joy of pleasing you. Want to dominate in business? Tell the story that makes people feel you are the inevitable winner. Facts are for teachers. Feelings are for kings. Beneath masks of morality, there are only two kinds of people: predators and prey. The strong take, the weak are taken from. And weakness doesn't just fail to protect you. It attracts predators like blood in the water. Bullies pick the quiet kid, not the fighter. Corporations fire the weakest employees first. Women abandon men who bend and cling to men who stand firm. Machiavelli said, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Fear keeps the wolves away. Love without strength invites betrayal. Fear without love still commands survival." And here's the cruel twist. Weakness destroys everyone around you. A weak man drains the strong, forces others to carry him, and pulls them down when he collapses. Weak men corrupt the world. Society tells you to be harmless, to embrace weakness, to call it sensitivity. But the man who cannot defend himself or his family is not good. He's a liability. Strength is not optional. It's the price of survival. You've been told, be nice, be agreeable, don't upset anyone. They lied. Machiavelli warned, men are simple and inclined to obey immediate needs, so a deceiver will never lack victims. Niceness is not goodness. Niceness is fear of conflict. Niceness is obedience dressed as virtue. Niceness is weakness pretending to be moral. History's greatest leaders, Caesar, Alexander, Napoleon, were not nice. They were strong. They could be kind when it served them, but never at the expense of power. Nice guys seek approval. Good men earn respect. Nice guys get ignored. Strong men get followed. Stop trying to be liked. Start demanding respect. You were told loyalty is sacred. Machiavelli knew the truth. It is safer to be feared than loved. But because love is conditional, loyalty lasts only while it benefits the giver. The friend who disappears when you're broke. The company that calls itself a family until layoffs. The partner who keeps options open while demanding yours. That isn't loyalty, it's exploitation. True power isn't blind loyalty. It's strategic loyalty. Test people. Reward reciprocity. Cut off those who drain you. The man who gives loyalty to those who don't return it is not noble. He's a fool, and fools are made to be used. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." It doesn't matter who you are. It matters who they think you are. Weak men overshare, explain themselves, and wonder why no one respects them. Strong men build reputations. They show only what serves their goals. Alexander spread myths that he was a demigod. Steve Jobs built a reality distortion field that made others bend to his will. Perception is reality. If you don't control it, someone else will. Your reputation is your sword and your shield. Guard it more fiercely than money, because once it cracks, it may never recover. Most men believe peace is normal. Machiavelli knew the opposite. There is no avoiding war. It can only be postponed to the advantage of others. Conflict is always happening, quietly in shadows. In your career, someone waits for your stumble. In relationships, someone is ready to take your place. In life, boundaries are always being tested. The man unprepared for war has already lost. People love to say honesty rules the world. That's fantasy. Deception shapes history more than truth ever has. Machiavelli wrote, "A prince never lacks legitimate reasons to break his promises. Leaders lie. Corporations lie. Lovers lie. Everyone lies. The honest man isn't noble. He's prey." Does this mean endless lying? It means strategic deception. Reveal masks when useful. Conceal truth when survival demands it. Tell the truth when it strengthens you. Break promises when keeping them would destroy you. The world doesn't reward pure honesty. It rewards controlled deception. You must be the lion and the fox, strong enough to crush threats, cunning enough to avoid traps. Here's the secret. The man visibly prepared for war rarely has to fight. Predators choose weaker targets. Train when no one watches. Save when others spend. Forge yourself into a weapon before the battle begins. Morality isn't truth. Morality is control. The powerful redefine morality whenever it suits them. They call obedience virtue. They call sacrifice honor. They call defiance evil. And the masses swallow it. Strip away morality, religion, politics, you'll find the same engine: fear and reward. Kings rule by fear of punishment and reward of favor. Corporations dangle promotions and threaten unemployment. Parents raise children with punishments and rewards. He who controls fear and reward controls people. Most men fail by leaning on one side, only fear or only reward. Too much reward breeds entitlement. Too much fear breeds rebellion. The art is balance. Poison and honey. Punish enough to instill respect. Reward enough to keep loyalty. This balance creates dependence so deep it feels like love. Meanwhile, rulers break the same rules they preach. Governments lie, corporations exploit, religions manipulate, all while demanding your morality as obedience. The lesson: don't discard morality. Wield it. Appear moral when it serves you. Break it when survival demands it. Morality is not stone. It's a tool. People speak of trust like it's stone. But trust is glass. Beautiful, reflective, and destined to shatter. Trust lasts only as long as it benefits both sides. Once broken, it rarely returns. The weak beg for trust. The strong manufacture it. They create appearances of trustworthiness, use it as leverage, and never depend on it for survival. Trust doesn't need to be real. It only needs to be convincing. The man who trusts blindly is the easiest to control. He hands you the keys to his own destruction, forgiving betrayal again and again. Weak men cling to trust. Strong men exploit it. Now you see what most men never will. People are emotional, not rational. Weakness attracts predators. Niceness is disguised weakness. Loyalty without reciprocity is slavery. Reputation is armor. War is constant. Deception is survival. Morality is a cage. Fear and reward are the real currencies. Trust is glass. You were told to be blind, to obey, to play nice, to be harmless. But the blindfold is off now. You can never unsee this. Every smile is a mask. Every promise is bait. Every virtue is a strategy. Knowledge like this is a weapon. In the hands of the weak, it turns to paranoia. In the hands of the strong, it becomes power, the kind that bends the world. The question isn't whether you've learned it. You have. The question is, will you use it? Because from this moment forward, the game has changed, and you will never be ignored.